Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I just want to try out a golden eyeshadow look, and firstly I'm just gonna put on my foundation. It's a Catrice matte foundation and it is in the lighter shade. I think it's ivory or soft beige, I can't remember, but I already got me a second bottle of that because this one is almost finished. So I'm just blending everything nice and evenly over my face with the beauty blender, and I'm also tying back my hair because it's starting to get really hot. Now I'm gonna put on my highlighter, and it's also the instant anti-age highlighter of L'Oreal, and it's also in the lightest shade I had in ivory. I don't know if you guys can see because I have really dark under eyes from the lack of sleep. That's just it. And yeah, and this really helps for those dark under eyes. Now I'm gonna do my brows, and this is a really cheap eyebrow pencil I bought at a Chinese shop, and it's only 18 rand. This is my second one. I bought the Essence eyebrow pencil and it did not work for me, so I sent hubby to get me another one of these, and he accidentally took a black one and we went back and I exchanged it for a brown one. I don't know, it's really thick and waxy, but it seems to do the work for me. The other one I got at Essence just didn't work for me. It's just too dull. And I don't know if you guys can notice here, because I'm sweating my butt off because our electricity went off for another 2 hours again because it's load shedding. And yeah, and there was no fan and it was super hot. And also my son woke up from the heat, and there is a lot of the makeup clip I had to remove because every time I was busy with my makeup he would push over the tripod, and I just have to jump and cover for my camera so it doesn't fall on the ground. He just likes playing with the tripod, sitting under the tripod and moving it all around while I'm busy doing my makeup, and I just have to cover so he doesn't throw my camera off. Now I'm just gonna set everything with my Yardley Absolute Translucent Powder, and my husband bought this for me last year for my birthday, and I almost have it for a year now. In March it's gonna be a year, and I must say it was expensive, but it's gonna last me a long time. I also like to pat in my translucent powder with my beauty blender. It works so much better than a brush. I don't know if I see, when I bought this powder I applied it with a brush, and then I thought it was the foundation because it looks so cakey, and then I started patting it in with the beauty blender and I said no, it's not the foundation, it's the way I apply the powder. And I saw it worked better with me applying with a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, than a brush. And over here I'm just applying my Essence bronzer, and I got a little bit heavy handed, but no worries, I'll blend it out. Now over here I'm just gonna contour my nose, and as you guys can see, I went in a little bit heavy-handed again, and then I'm just gonna take the bigger brush and try and blend it out. As you guys can see, a lot of struggle, so I took the big contour brush and try and blend it out with that brush. Yep, just me blending my nose off over here. As you guys can see, it's starting to look a little bit better. And then I like to contour my cupid's bow, just so it looks like my lips are a little bit more plump. And over here I was just drinking some cold drink, and then my daughter also wanted some in a syringe. And now this eyeshadow palette my husband also bought for me on my birthday last year, and I've been using only this palette ever since. And in the left corner down below you would see my daughter also got into it and smashed one of the eyeshadow palettes down there. Now I took a kind of yellow brownish shade, and I'm using it as my translucent shade. I'm just applying it all over my lids, as you guys can see, and just blending it in. And then I'm gonna go into a little bit darker shade, and it's a little bit darker yellow shade, and I'm gonna apply it in the outer corners and in my crease, and just blending it in and out the whole time. Now I'm gonna apply this goldish shade right in the middle of my eyelid, but before I do that I'm just blending a little bit more out, and then I'm gonna apply that gold shade right in the middle of my eyelid with my finger. I apply it with my finger because it looks just better that way, and it applies much better than with a brush. So as you guys can see here, just blending a little bit more. I zoomed in the camera just so that you guys can see a little bit better what I'm doing. And now we are gonna go into that goldish shade, and I was so excited trying this gold shade. I haven't tried that one yet, and it turned out really good, if I might say so myself. I would really like to get me a foundation that has a little bit more coverage, so maybe you guys can comment down below on which you would think helped me to cover my freckles and would help with this heat and humidity where we are staying, for our foundation to stay on longer. I would really love to wear makeup every day, but it's just super hot and it's always sweating off. Now I'm gonna apply this cheap eyeliner. From the heat it also broke off inside, and it's also cheap. It was like 15 rand at a Chinese shop, and it works really well. And after I applied it, I realized I just ruined my whole eyeshadow look by applying eyeliner. I should have kept it natural and nice and clean, but I don't know, it just doesn't look good for me. So maybe you guys can comment below and tell me what you think about the look. I think I've spoiled the whole look, or maybe I should have kept it with that top eyeliner, but then I got carried away and dragged it to my lower eyeliner as well. Yeah, this was not a good idea. This is me realizing, okay, I just made a mistake of applying eyeliner. But fake it until you make it. There's no going back now. Just keep carrying on what you're doing. As you guys can see here, I'm gonna apply also my cheap blush, and I think I did show you guys it in one of my old previous makeup videos, and I've been using this same blush ever since. I just don't like wasting products on like new mascara or new blush or something if it isn't finished, unless I see the product isn't working for me and I really need the other one. Then I would go and buy an other blush or other lipstick or something and keep the old ones that doesn't work for me. And when we go and visit my mother, I would give her the stuff that doesn't work for me, and she really appreciates it. Over here I'm just applying my mascara, and there's also Essence mascara, and I think it is also in one of those previous videos that I shared of my new makeup. And my husband also bought me that mascara last year for my birthday, so I've been also using it ever since. Now this lip liner I'm using, it doesn't have a name on. I got it from my mother. It was also, I think, 2 years ago, and there is no name on it anymore from touching it so much. Now this is my new lipstick, and it's in a nude color. It's from Essence and it's called This Is Me. That's the shade color, the shade Name is This Is Me in number 3. uh, I really like brown lipsticks and pink lipsticks, but after I bought this one because I couldn't open it and see what it really looks inside, what the shade looks like, and after I got home and put it on, I didn't really like it that much. So yeah, this is my finished look.